Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Darkest Dungeon. The following episode was recorded during one of my live streams on Twitch, so without further ado, let's jump into the episode. But yeah, what do we go for now? Let's check out our trinket selection first. Oh, a sun ring. Another long mission though. Right away, but we don't have any sun trinkets yet. And I think I can make this work, even on Stygian by now. Berserk Mars would be awesome, but it's veteran level, so I can't really go for that. I'd like a second Book of Sanity as well, but I think the sun ring here is the obvious choice. So wield, which means Neville is a decent choice, although I don't really use him to bleed anyways, but that's okay. But we can make use of this to bring in others that will get rid of stress if we bring a Jester to begin with. Do I want to go with Roussel? In that case, I don't think so. He's just not useful in there. But Follett could be good. Although he's not the best there. Let's see about these. A long mission in there. It's not like I have a lot of choices anymore. I probably have to start going for bosses soon. Because I want to use my rank 2 guys for the bosses. And that will put them into veteran level stuff. The Grave Robber for healing, or for heal. Well, first of all, I do need to figure out a frontliner here. And she can work fairly well out of the second position, I guess. Yeah, we could use her there if I want to, but I think I'm gonna go with Follett, because Bleed and Mark is just gonna work better together. So all I'm looking for here is a frontliner. And we can either take one of these two or we go with him. Yeah, I think we also have Wheel Tactician on him, which will help, so I think that's another good reason there. Yeah, sure, this is weird. He's got -4 speed on the first round because he's got slow draw, but then he's got quick reflexes. That's just weird. So he's got a Ruins Phobe, that does not matter. Versus humans. Yeah, sure. This should work out, I guess. And it's going to allow me to bring stuff up. So I might want to go for bosses afterwards, if we get a good boss fight, but I do want the Sun Ring here. Let's go back real quick and upgrade them to the best of our abilities. I could use Neville differently. I've been going... We have him on Finale and Dirkstep right now, but since we're going into the Wield, I could just go traditional with Slice Off. That might be a good choice as well, because it's going to allow me to attack a little bit more reliably in the back and not go for his debuff. Yeah, I think we're going to switch him over in a moment, but let's go for the upgrades first. So I'm going to upgrade all of this. So I need to remember to switch the positioning on these guys as well. So we're going to get rid of Finale, and I'm going to go with Slice Off and Harvest, both of them for now. You also have a lot of wrong skills here. Or not a lot of, but one. Purge is good. We probably don't need Withstand on him, because we have a Jester with us that can get rid of stress. So I might want to keep Hugh, if that helps. Does that really help us that much? I can at least try it out, I think. I rarely use you. Neither Revenge nor Intimidate are that useful for us right now, I think. We do want the Mark. And the Stun, since he will be in second now. Don't really need Guard Dog, though. But it could be useful, so I should take it. Just have the option to guard somebody. It's a little bit of a defensive choice here. Hound's Harry would be nice, but not that good of a skill for me to really want that. And we want the Vulnerability Hex with him, and not the Weakening Curse in this case. And I do like these still, especially since we're bringing a Leper. Having the Demon's Pull available is nice as well, to bring somebody into his range. So there we go. Yeah, all of them have the skills that I want them to have. They do. And let's just switch the group like this. Okay, better. So trinket selection. With the Leper, we are going for the heavy boots again, as well as the focus ring. You are getting Junior's head, and I'm not sure if I need the Book of Sanity in this case, because we will be bringing our Jester. For one, he will get the Bright Tambourine for stress heal, and we could just go with the critical dice. Increases his crit chance a little bit. Is that really that useful? Do I maybe just want the Feather Crystal on him instead for more speed and dodge? His speed is already good if we can get him up really high. Yeah, sure, I like that. You know what? You are gonna get the Seer Stone, because you can. He gets the Ancestor's Candle and the Cudgel Weight. Yep, still the Cudgel Weight. It's just a good skill. A good trinket. Increases our stand chance quite a bit. And this is what I meant with the Stun Stone. The Stun Stone is not bad, and I didn't have it before, but for him at least, I have something better. I know there's also a better trinket for the Crusader, I think, that fills the same role. But yeah, I think this is good. Let's provision. So torches were a little bit of an issue, but not that much. So I'm not quite sure if I want to bring more. I think we're going to go with the same amount again, so I'm just 2 more than 3 stacks. Yeah, this is fine. And then maybe a few more medicinal herbs here. And well, let's go with 3. Last time I dumped them without using them too much. That was probably ruins related though. They are not that useful there. But it was just the problem on, or an error on my part. Okay, I've got food, I've got torches, we've got shovels, and all the necessary ingredients for a decent wield run, I guess. For our first Sun Ring, potentially.
I knew all these paths.
About the same size in terms of dungeon.
Twisted as my own ambitions.
And okay, nice. It's explore again. I don't have bandages. Okay, we can't go for that one. And we start with our first obstacle right away. That always worries me when there's an obstacle right away and now I have only 3 torches left. It's a bit scary. Because this is a very short hallway, we're gonna go for that. And then I'm gonna go back though and go down this way. Could you... Thank you. Alternatively, we could also go left and just up. Yeah, sure. We miss out on that one curio. We will make this, or we want this. We will do this fight anyways. It's okay, I think. So what I should have done, that I already forgot about, that's something you need to get used to, if you're new here, by the way. Is I keep forgetting about stuff that I really shouldn't. For example, I was talking about it, the entire dungeon, that I just need to get rid of... I need to get rid of the kleptomaniac. So what I should have done is gotten rid of the kleptomaniac before it did something. So we might be able to just kill her outright, so we should do that. Now stress isn't as big of an issue as it was with the last group, because now we have a jester who can actually stress heal, and stress heal pretty well. But if I get the chance to ruin their day early on, it's still something I want to do. Good bow. Oh wow, both of them dodges. That's just a harmless swipe, so that's nice. Okay, their first turn was not very productive. Yeah, sure, let's just kill the one and stack the bleed on the other. Speaking about stacking the bleed, I could stun here with him, but I don't think it's very necessary right now. Let's... you're about to die. He's dead in 2 turns anyways, I don't need to heal. Let's mark the other one and set ourselves up there for him to do better stuff. Well, let's just... you know what? Now I can actually go for Hugh, because it's gonna deal a little bit of damage to the other one, and then the bleed will take care of the rest. So that's an instant where that works. The accuracy on Hugh is a little bit worse than on Chop, though, and the accuracy on the Leper isn't good to begin with, but that's why we have the focus ring as well. And now I can focus on stress, so that's nice. Well, it's not like... I don't really want to heal with him when it's just that little bit of 3 damage here. It's not a good enough reason to heal there.
Give them no quarter.
Oh, we get a scout. Nothing interesting though. Well, it's debatable. And wow, okay, now he's a wheeled tactician and a wheeled adventurer. That's good for now at least. And I feel good enough right now that we just can go for that up there. Yeah, sure, we're gonna keep doing this. I'm not quite sure if his damage skills are worth more than his potential battle ballad buff, but at least on the first turn when we can do that, it's pretty nice, I think. If I get a group without a stress dealer, I think it might be better to go with a battle ballad, but as long as there is at least one in there, I just like to be able to kill them quickly. He's bleeding. This will deal 7 to 13. I'm just trying out what we can do with Hugh here, if we can make this work. Yeah, did not deal enough damage, unfortunately. It did kill the other one, surprisingly enough. Did not expect that to happen. I would have needed to deal 2 more damage there to just kill him with the bleed, or be sure that he died by the bleed, but luckily we got to act before he got to do more stuff, so we're all good. It just gives me stuff to complain about, which is always nice. Makes my job a bit easier, if you want to call it that. Okay, this might also be one of these situations. Also, well, yeah, they do have a good bleed resist. What's his base chance? Not that good. Do we maybe really just want to do this in that case, but we won't be really able to touch them? If I slice off, we at least gonna hit one of them. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay. Not that I'm worried about the stress. It's the what's bad about these as well, especially on Stygian, is that the stressful incantation lowers light, and light is a very precious resource to us. So I have multiple reasons to get rid of the acolytes quickly. Oh, cytokinesis, so we get another slime, which unfortunately pushes her out of the reach of our leper. It's always a bummer, so we won't be able to kill her, which might allow her to get another action. I hope not, but we'll see, I guess. Sure, let's do this first. Just get that going. Okay, we can kill her. No, we cannot. Well, thank you so much. Let's kill that.
Executed with impunity.
But now I can basically ignore her. Thanks to the bleed, she's gonna die next turn on her own.
vision. The end approaches.
So I guess don't need to heal. Let's mark the one in the back. Okay, ectoplasmic profusion, so we get a big slime. And now the stress is something I have to take care of. Isn't that nice? But it's still, we do have the bright tambourine, it's all good. I should use a torch here, so let's do that. That doesn't help me if I miss. What do you do? Probably just mark the large one. But oh, the slime fights usually are a bit of a blessing. They're not that bad, and it does give me time to heal and get rid of stress and all the fun stuff, basically. Okay. What do you do? Probably still just trying to kill the one in the back. He might cytokinesis and destroy our effort to only have to deal with one enemy here, but once again, I don't care too much about what the slimes do. The ectoplasms aren't. They're more annoying to deal with than dangerous. It just makes the fight very long if they get to do what they want. But it's all okay. Should I just stun him? No, let's just go with damage here. He's still marked, gives a little bit more damage here. And we have reasons to heal and stuff like, well, the bleed is a bummer. Can we kill it? Possibly. Do we want to kill it? I think so. Sure. Let's do that.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
It's probably still sharp. Let's not question that. Okay, we do want the deeds. So get rid of that. It's unlocked. And oh, 2 more. And an emerald. So now I'm gonna make the decision to dump the dog treats because I forget about them always. As every Darkest Dungeon player does. Dog treats are there to be admired and not to be used. At least I usually forget them, except when I go into a boss fight, then I at least usually remember to not just ignore them. But on a normal dungeon run, I just never really think about it. The few instances where I do are rare and far between. Yeah, we probably want to proactively make sure that the stress is going down low again to maybe 1 pip here before they are annoying. Oop, there we go. That did not quite hit. Do I want to heal or do we want to deal damage? Or move them? I think we want to heal. We won't kill anything, and that would be the criteria for me to just do that. Or try to kill something outright before it gets to do anything, but I think in that case the heal is a little bit more valuable. Good miss. And spit back there. Yeah, you do that. Is the blight stuck, unfortunately. Might be able to kill both of them. There we go. That's where Hugh comes in handy. I think if you pair that with an accuracy trinket, it can work out pretty well. I'm gonna make the decision to stun him here instead of just try to kill him. For one, we might not have killed him. Unlikely, but if we had hit him with minimal damage and not gotten the bleed, it might not have killed him. Also, it gives me another round to heal myself, so that's nice. Yeah, he's the more important one to not be stressed out. No, we can kill him. Okay, there we go. Sure.
Success. So
We do have the room. It just stacks on.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, the dungeon layout is not quite as good as with the 4 dogs. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna battle ballad this. The dungeon is not quite as nice with the last mission. There's a bit more backtracking. Aw, rabies on him. I mean, the damage buff is nice, but the accuracy debuff on the leper is horrible. It's not good. We might be able to kill the one in the back if I deal more damage and bleed him, but since we didn't, he's still gonna be able to do his thing. But at least we dodged. Yeah, you're not gonna get your anti-venom. Not sure if you're aware of that. Do I want to heal? I think in this case we do want to deal damage as much as we can and just hope for the best. Now the question is, Hugh has a 73% chance to hit. Apparently Chop does as well. Their accuracy is different. No, it's the same if they're both rank 2. Okay. So I was spouting nonsense, so we have no reason to not go for that in this case. Is this worth it? 4 to 6 with the bleed, 3 to 5 with the bleed. Let's make this one. Not quite. Yep, was not worth it. Let's go for this one. Had the most hit points, and even with the bleed, if we could have just stacked it potentially, so that was okay. Worked out either way. Wow, that money though. So what do I dump first? Probably the Jade again, or do we want to... I'm gonna keep the medicinal herbs for now in case of a decent curio interaction with that, which I hope will show up. I should also camp soon. It has a map inside. That did nothing. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just was a bit delayed. So we are running into a fight right now. That's good to know. Very big scout. Okay, nice. There is 2 obstacles down this way. So I'm not sure I'm gonna go that way right now. Did I just ignore that trap, or was that not revealed by the map? I think it might not have been. So I'm thinking about just going up to here and then camping and letting the light run low until we get there. So do I stress heal? I don't think we stress heal right now. I'm gonna camp soon. Let me... I still think we want to bleed here, although just getting the crits and the accuracy is nice, especially since he's got rabies now. Yeah, let's go with the Battle Bellet. I like that. They are Eldritch, so he deals at least a little bit of extra damage there, which is nice. I'm not really making use of his stun that much, it's just that this group is a lot more damage focused than I initially anticipated. And so I don't really get to stun him, or more, it's based, I mean... What I'm trying to say is that we're more reliant on his damage, so I can't really go for his stuns most of the time. It's much more valuable to have his damage. Ooh. Speaking of damage, this is not the nice thing. Oh, okay, so if I find a secret room, I can leave 3 rooms. I'm never sure how much I can leave on these missions. I just don't. I'm just too lazy to do the math, to be honest. I know I should just do it, and now I probably just want to stun to make sure that he can't do much. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can kill him. That worked. Guys, that should have just looked it up or done the math myself. It's 90%. There's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 18, 19 rooms. So with the secret room, there's 20 rooms. Okay, I need to think it for a moment. What we do, we probably want to deal more damage there. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Let me do this. Only that one left. We need to heal him again. Good heals, though, at least. Yeah, so 19%, 10% of 19 is 1.9, so it gets 2 full rooms. With a secret room, you can leave 3. Okay. I mean, we'll find out. Not that I'm not believing you, I am. It's just, I can't do everything right now. It sounds weird. It's more that I'm trying to read what you're saying and to understand what you're saying or writing, and trying to not let the gameplay die down completely here. So I'm still trying to keep going with everything, and at some point it gets a bit much. So I apologize. He's not gonna die.
As victories mount,
Well, probably
so
not
too
both in
will
that case, or
resistance.
both not. Okay, good. Yeah, let's go for damage here. Him combined with... No, not good. With the Abyssal Artillery from him, we can take out one guy. Also had a chance to just kill one of the Webbers, but he dodged. And he dodged us again. So now the Spitter is still dead. He's gonna die before he gets to do more because of the bleed. But the rest did not quite work out as I had hoped, of course. So I'm still under the assumption that both that the thingamabobs, what's the word? That their attacks deal more damage versus mark targets, because they can mark. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to see if that is true. Okay, so I wanna heal if possible, so we're not gonna go for an offensive attack here. There we go. And you're gonna heal yourself as well.
Slowly, gently.
Oh, so they always round up. So even if it's 11 rooms, you have to I should have gotten rid of the debuff, by the way, but it's gone anyway soon. And of course now I find the curio where I would have needed those. Oh, okay, it always rounds in my favor. Okay. Let's see.
Huddled together,
Sure.
furtive and
This is
vulnerable.
fine. Get rid of a bit more
Rats in
stress.
a
We
maze.
should have enough food. So I did not check what we go for here. So every rose at its thorns is useful. Therapy dog is useful, but we don't really need that. Hound's Watch I think we're gonna go for. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Hound's Watch. Every rose had its thorns as well. Don't have much in terms of buffs with this group anyway. I can increase the damage of one by 20%. It's between these two. I think we're gonna go with the Leper. He already deals good damage, but increasing that further is useful, and he's not gonna do much else than deal damage anyways. And now we're gonna go back, so we're gonna ignore these in case I do run into too many obstacles over here. I don't want to use the shovels on this side. And we'll come back to that. I did notice this trap. What's up with that? I'm getting better at that. I think 80% is good enough that I'm gonna attempt, even though he had 90, but it's the stress relief once again. So did I miscount the rooms? Is it actually 21 rooms right now and not 20? Which is why there's gonna be 3? Or which is why I can leave 3 rooms in that case. So it basically does always round up, which means it does round in my favor, because once we go above 20 rooms, it's things. You know what I mean. I'm sure. I'm unable to finish that sentence right now. At the current time. All operators are busy. I don't know. slice off, I guess. Sure, let's do this. Okay, so she is dead. That's always nice. He can't do too much helpful stuff now, though, because of that, so I guess we'll just mark the bleeding one. Ideally, he's gonna get to kill both of them. Again. He will definitely kill the one in the back, and he might kill the one in the front. Well, I mean, my sentence was not wrong. It's the accuracy as well that I'm looking for against that guy. Not much else he can do right now. The bleed would have been unfortunate, but well, who cares? There we go. If he bleeds, he's dead. So he is dead, but there's nothing, literally nothing useful for us to do here. Right now we do have a good amount of inventory space as well, but I'm sure that's gonna fill up sooner rather than later. So I in the beginning with Stygian, I really struggled. We had a lot of high stress runs, especially in the beginning when I didn't have any trinkets, and I was still trying to figure out how much more difficult it was. And it is quite the step up, I think, from the normal difficulty. But by now it's going a lot better. And I'm looking forward to going into veteran stuff. That's gonna be fun. And potentially scary, as always. But that's what we are here for, of course. Let's do that. Kill one in the back, deal damage to one in the front. I do like how this group performs right now. It's going extremely well in terms of damage. Yeah, it's so nice when you can take a leper. That buff, he deals so much damage. It's so nice. As long as you can hit the back line. Okay, still no distinctive pling sound here for us to enjoy. So still no secret room. So who's gonna bet on when we're gonna see the next collector or shambler? The Shambler altar from the last mission was the second one ever. And the first one was in the mission right before that. So there's that. I think in this case I am actually gonna just try and stun instead of dealing damage. Yeah, okay, I understand, Finzel. So the secret room just automatically increases that. That's at least what this makes me think. So if I have to, what you're saying is, there are up to 19 rooms, so 11 to 19. I have to check 17 rooms, but if there's a secret room and I could check 20, I still only have to check 17. Okay, I think I finally understood this for myself. So this basically, it counts as one of the 19 rooms. It doesn't actually add a room, which is why it automatically lets you go for one less room. Is that the case? I think that's what this basically means, if that makes sense and I'm not completely wrong here. Okay, nice. He's gonna bleed out. That's good. Okay, I'm right. Okay, thank you. I finally got the logic behind that. So it doesn't just add on, it just counts as one of the rooms you've already been in, basically. Okay, makes sense. I finally understood it. Or the logic behind it, at least. Okay, so she's dead, which means we can just focus on the one in front. Let's stun him. And then the leper can have some fun there, I guess. Oop, got a little bleed. Do we want to kill him? Yeah, sure, why not? Or set that up, I guess. We can't literally kill him. Except for with a crit. Oh, I used the wrong skill. I think I'm still used to my lepers, not my lepers, my jesters having that skill on the first bar. Let me switch that, actually, real quick, all of them. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. I think that might be better. Now, of course, I'm gonna get all confused again. Oh, map. I don't think maps inside curios can uncover secret rooms, can they? That's at least my experience so far, from memory, to be honest. But I don't think, at least I don't remember a map ever uncovering a secret room. That usually just happens through a scout. Oh, they can? Okay. Then I just don't remember it, or I've never seen it happen. One of those two. But we're making good progress. Okay, we can camp once more, and I should probably go for that fairly soon just to have the inventory space. We do still have 2 open slots right now, so we're in not that big of a rush. But considering how much we have left, do I want to camp now? We might as well, I think. Yeah, after the Radiant mode patch, they lowered the, or they changed that. I think usually prior to the patch, there was a guaranteed chance for there to be one on every long dungeon at least. But they've changed that, that is true. I remember reading about that. Okay, Reflection. I'm just gonna go with the same thing as last time. Hound's Watch. But this time we're gonna do it the right way around, so we're gonna do this, and then he's gonna do this and lower the stress again. Okay, and rest.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, so I have room for loot, so game, please provide me with some decent stuff. 4 maggots is good. Might as well... You know what, no, let's focus on the one. Unfortunately, minimal damage, but still with the bleed, it's good. I assume that he can kill both of them in one stroke, so we're gonna hit the one in the back. And his Abyssal Artillery will kill this one, so we might be able to kill them before they do stuff to us, assuming he gets to go first, which he does, so there we go. Yep, that works. It's nice when I can start a stream sentence like this. And with stream, I don't mean streaming, but me just talking all the way without really stopping for end of sentences and stuff like that, like I'm doing now, more or less. If that makes sense, I hope it does. Because there's just the nice flow that everything is indeed working. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's just go for that. Minus dodge, it does not matter. The Rent the Marked is annoying because, well, don't really have to say why, I guess. I could have used protection on him, but once again, as I've pointed out in the last mission, lepers just have a very high hit point pool. So I wasn't too worried about the damage there. Sure, let's bleed both of them. This guy's gonna die. He is not quite dead yet. That's a bummer. Let's still focus on the one in the back. Sure. That works. Okay, so let me read what you wrote again, Finster. So yeah, the game always calcs in my favor. So if you heal 3 to 5 and you get a 4 and you have a trinket with plus 10% healing, it will go up a full +1, so it's 5. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Sure, let's battle ballad here. And the same with protection, where I then take 1 less damage. Okay. I mean, the game screws you over in so many different ways. It's nice that they're at least in your favor in one area. So the percentages. It's nice. Ow. Oh boy, that crit.
Remind yourself that
Is there a way for me to go in
overconfidence
here and
is
not
insidious
have
killer.
something bad happen? Or the potential for something bad to happen? I don't think so. So we'll just ignore the curio and go up this way. Right now it looks like, or it seems like the shovels will work out exactly, but I'm still happy that I went this way first. It's just the safer and right approach, I'd say. Okay. To ectoplasm acolyte. This fight might be longer again, depending on whether or not the ectoplasms are going to be annoying or not. So let's see if we can kill the acolytes quickly. Once again, I have more than the stress reason for them to deal with, because they also lower torchlight, which is just annoying. Let's see if we can pull her forward and into reach of him. We can. This is nice. So 9 to 17 or 14 to 27. So with this we can kill her guaranteed, but now I'm going to be greedy and see if we can kill both of them. Nope. But at least we got the ectoplasm. Yeah, sure. If she wants to stress out this jester, that's the ideal target as always, because jesters will always be able to reduce their own stress. Which is just nice. Aw, come on. That's a bummer. Once again, the big reason why he has those move boots. They're lovely. Really helpful to keep him up front and in a position where he can do stuff. Oh, we find another shovel.
Trifling victory.
Okay.
But a victory nonetheless.
And we do need it, because one obstacle was not uncovered. Okay. Hunger Tower, we have 12 food left. That should be enough. It's enough for 3 more checks, and I don't think we will need those. I would welcome another Shambler, actually. As weird as it sounds. I'm still scared extremely when fighting them, and as well as the last one went, considering, I still want the Ancestors map, and I think you can only get that through a Shambler fight, if I remember correctly, like the candle here. I'm happy to have the candle, but getting that extra scouting chance is extremely valuable in the long run, especially if you get it early enough. I also over-prepare on keys right now, and we're just not getting curios with keys in this case too much. Now let's do this. And hopefully with his damage in there as well and his bleed, it might be enough. Nope, she's gonna survive again. Okay. But she missed, so that is good. What do we do with you? I guess we just mark. So we don't have. I can ignore her. She's got toast anyways. Don't need to heal. An Eldritch Pull wouldn't have helped us. Yeah, I think instead of the I don't know. I like the Abyssal Artillery and the Eldritch Pull, but I also, in this case, the Weakening Curse might have been the best option for us to use. But I don't have that equipped right now. But maybe I should switch these two after all, because the Vulnerability Hex is not that helpful. I don't have a big mark composition. I maybe overvalued that a little bit. Just trying to figure out how I can use this better. And I think that would have been the right call. Go with the Weakening Curse in that case. Not quite sure, but I think that's what it would be. Gold.
Be wary.
More food.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Because I have 3 more. No, why? Why did I ignore this? I shouldn't. Let's not. Yep, there's a ruby in there. That's lovely. Let's go with that. So 2 long missions in a row, and both of them are actually very long missions. Sometimes the long missions we can do pretty quickly, but both of them have been long missions in the literal sense. But we have about an hour left, so we can do 2 more, I assume, as long as it's no more long dungeons. We'll see how this continues. Okay, respawn fight. It's not that I'm too worried about this. Yeah, it's been going very good. 5 torches left. That also somewhat works out. I probably am gonna keep going with those torches I've been doing, because it works out pretty well. I don't think I want to take less, at least right now. I'm sometimes already going below 75 torch, and that's where I want to be if I want to keep the sun ring up. That I'm gonna get now. Yeah, the additional penalty on light for every room that you go through in Stygian is, or every tile you walk on, it's really noticeable. It's still surprising to me how big of a difference that is per step. I mean, obviously not on hallways that we've already gone through, because there I think you use 1 light per tile, and that does not change between difficulty settings. But everything else, it's a big step up, as it should be. But it was also the perfect timing. I finished the first playthrough close to, I think, a week or 2 before Radiant mode came out, so I never witnessed the old New Game Plus, because I just didn't get a chance to. And with Stygian they made it harder again, so I get to do that right away. Okay, yeah, we have that. Come on. Yes, thank you. Ah, there it is. Okay, nice. We get the secret room on the scout. So I'm still gonna go for the curios here, and then we're gonna go back and plunder that. That's lovely. Just dumped the citrine only to get 1 back. Now let's go with the portrait for now. I probably don't have to dump a lot of stuff to keep the to get the trapezohedrons. We're gonna dump the keys, we're gonna dump the remaining food, and the torch we're just gonna use so I will have enough room without dumping any further stuff to go for that. I might have even been able to take the jade if I had noticed in time that I have 2 food there. I think we will have enough room left, or would have enough room left for that. But it's okay. Should not touch that. I could be blighted at the worst, I think. No, I forgot. Okay. Okay, that was dumb. I forgot. Wow, we have -1 speed. Isn't that quick? I forgot that we could get a negative quirk if we touch that without... what was it? Medicinal herbs or bandages? I think bandages. So that was dumb. But it's my own fault. So now I have slow draw and slow reflexes and... Oh, this is so mean. It also cost us our quick draw. Was he the one that had that? I think he did. Because they're mutually exclusive. So I can only go for one of the 2. Or have one of the 2. That was a dumb thing to do. I should not have done that. Oh boy. Well,
if only treasure
looky here. Sure.
Otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, I could have taken the jade or the citrine. It was. Okay, let's just leave. Still got 3 trapezohedrons. It's still a lot of money.
Reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
So I didn't miss out on too much there. Okay, he's nervous. Not good, but on him, once again, it could... On everybody but a jester, it would be worse. Oh, this is good. This means I know what we're gonna go for next. We're gonna do the Swine Prince. The Swine Prince, yeah, that's the first one. Because I have only 1 Arbalist right now, and she's rank 3 already, which means she wouldn't be able to go into an apprentice level dungeon, but now we can just go there. Sort by character class restriction. Nope. Yep, that was right. Okay. I do want to get rid of stuff now, of course. So you definitely need to get cured of rabies. We probably want to get rid of his rabies now as well. Let's just do that. And then where was that Vestal? It is. We need to get... Oh, of course, now it's locked in. Why wouldn't it be locked in? Because she only used that about half a dozen times. Do we want to lock something in on the positive side, though? I don't think so. It's not that useful what she has on positive quirks. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. If you want to catch me live during one of my streams on Twitch, feel free to follow the link to my channel and follow me there to get notified when I stream. You can also subscribe to my channel here if you haven't done so already. And then, because this is the end card in case you haven't noticed yet, here are 2 more suggestions as to what else you could watch from me. And that's it. So, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.